Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Giants 7, Cowboys 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score. Prescott to throw on 4th.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Room here to run. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A handoff to Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. The quick slant caught. touchdown. Richie James from 4 yards out. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Jones keeps it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Julian Love. Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing deep for Galladay.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
First down, New York.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage, and it looks like
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Flip, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Azeez Ojulari
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers, both on the side.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. That's complete to Slayton.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Richie James from a yard out.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Prescott now from the 50. This is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own own 2-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Jones to throw from his end zone. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
19 Tiger.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Throwing Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul.